National state of disaster has been declared to help affected communities in parts of KZN. The Durban Chamber of Commerce says this is a step in the right direction and will assist relief efforts from private and public sectors as well as international donors. For more on this, we're joined by the Durban Chamber of Commerce and Industry Deputy President Gladwin Malishe. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. And now, of course, you do agree with the announcement that this be a national state of disaster. You've given reasons as to why you agree with this. Just share this with myself and the viewers.
Good day, Mashego, and to your viewers. On the 18th, the President actually presented to the nation that as the Cabinet have decided to give this flooding issue, that it becomes a state of the nation disaster, what do you call it, declared it KwaZulu-Natal as the national state of disaster is a step in a direction. So we have welcomed that as business. We do believe that it will assist us to be able to canvass for more support internationally as well as throughout the country. So it's giving us an opportunity to be able to assist wherever we can. You know, KwaZulu-Natal did not expect this, especially Durban as a city, and they do not have enough funds to be able to assist moving forward. So this will actually assist us in making sure that we've got enough assistance in terms of making sure we rebuild, making sure that we are able to restart our economy again. At this point in time, we have even welcoming guys like ABSA, companies like ABSA, that have decided to waiver, the excess fees for the claims that will be done by whether it's household or businesses in Durban and in and around KZN.
That's definitely good news. Talking about, the damage to businesses and homes, the fact that the floods actually resulted in there not being any water and electricity at some parts that include business nodes. I obviously would assume that this is not good for business as a whole and the GDP of the eThekwini municipality.
Yes, not having things like water means that even the workforce can't go back to work because you can't go to a place where there is no water. You can't even leave your house without water. So it is important that we work together to make sure that we have water in all the places. I think right now we have seen that the rescue mission is now becoming a recovery mission. Also, on the same token now, it's mainly now to make sure that we have water and electricity in all the areas. When we have water and electricity, it means that business can start doing manufacturing and start doing their work. But without water, it will be difficult. Even in hospitals, it's difficult for them to work. Some hospitals like Mushieni, they had an issue with water because the pipe that is going to the Umlazi has been affected. So it is important that we work on this state of the nation disaster, and we get as much assistance. If, for instance, we don't have enough workforce, it could actually assist us to get some people from the national department to come and assist Durban, to come and assist the municipality. So we see this as an opportunity for Durban to make sure that we have as many people to come to the province to come and assist.
And although you agree with the President's decision and announcement on Monday evening saying that this is a national state of disaster, you do also in your statement, basically say that you are disappointed in what you call governments, they're not being proactive basically in how they've been reacting to businesses not having water, etc. Just elaborate that for us.
Well, there is a feeling on the ground that government has taken too long. For instance, we only had the president, the nation address that was on Monday. We hear that the army has, some of the equipment that we need. We are now discussing how we can work together, the private sector and then the army, because you know that our army has the civil engineers, they do have the TLPs which are needed. But for it to take this long, for us to get to this stage, that is a disappointment, because if we had actually worked from last week to say, what is it that we have with the army, what is it we have, on the other departments nationally, what can we bring, before we we see more sufferings. Let us be proactive. So that's what business needed to see from the government. But we do appreciate what they are doing. It's just that the slowness means that they're slow in terms of now restarting the businesses, people restarting their lives. That's why other kids are not back at school because, it's taking too long. People are just thinking, can we do this? Maybe it's the issue of them not having people that they trust to take decisions. I'm not sure. But the difference between the private sector as well as the public sector is that in the private sector, you can easily take decisions and stick with them and move with them. So in the public sector, I think it's quite difficult. I think the hierarchy maybe is too high, which make things very difficult. Let me make an example with you. When Corona started, have you seen how Chinese were so quick to build a hospital? We can't do that in South Africa. We don't know why, because we do have the capacity to do it. So business think, we should do things faster, but in government, things are quite very slow.